Hi, Melissa.
Hello, Anne. Hello, everyone.
As we say here, zkGM. That's our little, motto here at ZK Monk. Thank you so much for being here. Um,
Yeah, having in mind the circumstances and everything, right?
yeah, it's such a pleasure to have you here. And yeah, I think everyone is really excited to learn from you. So for anyone who doesn't know, Melissa is works as a developer relations engineer at zkVerify, and she's also doing her PhD. So she's a PhD candidate in zero knowledge proofs. And I actually personally know her from the group Women in Web3 Privacy, which is a women-focused collective that educates women and sort of non-men uh, people in the space on privacy education. Is more activist focused. So yeah, very happy to have you here, and please take it away and feel free to share your screen.
Sure. Thank you, Anne. Just want to say thank you everyone for joining us and listening to the presentation of ZK Verify. And thank you, Anne, and on behalf of the ZK Monk for the invitation for today. So yeah, as Anne said, my name is Milica. I'm more known on internet as 0x Milica. So you will see me usually on Twitter, LinkedIn under that nick. So yeah, I'm usually posting about ZK and yeah, I'm doing also my PhD in the same field. So yeah, let me okay, yeah, zkGM everyone. Yeah, I see actually in the audience, I see some of the ZK Verify builders community, some of our developer community members. Thank you guys for joining and being part of ZK Verify. So yeah, this is me. This is my bio. What I do at this moment. So developer relations engineer. What we do as developer relations, we do quite a bit of things. We're maintaining documentation. We're filming tutorials, writing tutorials, going to hackathons. We're organizing hackathons, organizing hacker houses. We just had one in August in Vietnam. It was quite successful. And for those who are traveling to India, we have India Hacker House as well. It's going to be in the week of Ethereum Global New Delhi. So we're going to have our own hackathon there. What else do we do with developer relations? We're writing blogs. We're having workshops around the world. Basically, we're nurturing community, helping developers. There's like a list of things, also integrations. So yeah, there is a list of things that we're doing, and it's usually something that is unknown to people. So people will say like, "What do you do as a DevRel?" You know, and yeah, the list is long. So yeah, one of the key things that we do is we devote our time and energy to developer communities and taking part in bootcamps such as this one. Yeah, so first of all, I know that we have questions in the end, but I would like to, ask a question in the beginning. And if you guys are not comfortable by raising hands and answering in voice, maybe you can write that down. But I'm really curious, what are you using ZK proofs for? Is there someone who's willing to tell me that? Because I've seen a lot of movement around zk, but I don't see much of the movement regarding applications and It's wonderful if we have someone who's like applying it for the real world. Yes, Cryptosaurus.
Hey, Milka. So the use and applications of zero knowledge, I think, for personally would be on the side of privacy. Uh, we can create applications which have privacy in it, as well as, for example, even in the gaming space, where a lot of things, games when they're online, a lot of things are not tend to be not fair. So zk solves that issue. So in that thing, I think even in the gaming space, I'm personally building something around it. So I know that's the reason I'm building it using zk, because for fairness of the games, and also for important, I would say, data. If basically if to prevent data leakage and stuff like that. So yeah, these are a few things I can think of right now where zk can be used.
So in a nutshell, it's a tool that we can use for fairness, because we have seen a lot of unfairness in the world, and to prevent corruption, right? We got one answer from Rocio. zk is the magic to build software with privacy by design. Yes, yes. I'm not advocating privacy everything, but certain things are mandatory to be private, right? In order to protect our personal security. Super cool. So yeah, that's a huge question, because there is no need to use zk proofs for everything, and also blockchain. I've seen people are advocating using usage of blockchain everywhere when they actually need a database, right? And yeah, so we don't need zk proofs or blockchain everywhere. It's not a magic spice that can make any meal better. Okay, so then once we have now perfected why we need zk proofs, then we can say why we should verify them, right? So that's why we have zkVerify. Yeah, so usually when people want to verify their zero knowledge proofs, they need to write smart contracts. And then you need to write it for every chain. You need to write it for every type of proof, and it's a tedious work, right? And like, whenever I have some tedious work to do, I usually outsource it to something else that can do it much more efficiently for me, or at less cost, right? So that's where zkVerify comes in hand, because it's a chain where you can send your proofs to be verified, and it can be aggregated at your chain of choice. So, for example, you can use Ethereum Sepolia, you can use Horizon, of course, which is our biggest partner. Arbitrum, you can use Base, Optimism, EUChain. It's a plethora of chains that we are supporting, and yeah, like we're heading to the mainnet quite soon, so we're going to have a lot of changes. But for now, this is in testnet phase for a bit more time. Yeah, so it is L1 blockchain. We are not built on top of any chain. We're using Substrate. And yeah, by definition, we are zero knowledge proof verification layer. Yeah, so I will show you which kinds of proofs we're verifying as well. Yeah, we had some changes and some additions during the time. So, for example, we have a family of snarks and starks. I don't know if it'll be, valuable that I get into the details of what snarks and starks are here, but let me tell you one thing: we can verify starks natively. So usually you need conversions from starks to snarks, and it takes a lot of time and energy, resources, and it all turns into a cost loss, right? It's a cost thing, so you are going to lose some value along the road. So what okay, I've seen assistant helping popping up. Cool. So yeah, we're having those starks natively proven, and also snarks as well. Along the road, we also have ultra plonk, but it's being deprecated by Noir and ask the company. So we are fully supporting ultra hunk, and it's one of our new additions. And also SP1. This is one of our newest additions. Of course, we're supporting FLong, newest version of Risk Zero. Our engineering team is working tirelessly to support and follow up with all the versions we have. So usually, because we are at we're verifying proofs, so usually it's someone already produced those proofs, right? Generated them, and they're sending them to us. So our engineering team is usually constantly on the tip of their toes, trying to catch up with all the versions, because we need to update our verifiers. And I'll show you in a bit how it looks like. But yeah, you can always try, verifying ROT16 and UltraHunk, Plunky2, SP1, FLong, Risk Zero. I'm so proud we have such a big family of zero knowledge proofs. It's amazing to have something like that, and also to have attestations in so many networks. And yeah, it's a lot of opportunities for you guys. And going to docs.zkVerify.io, you will find a lot of tutorials on how to try it and see how it works. And that's something we can dive into tomorrow. But yeah, for now, what I want you to pick up from this session is don't trust zkVerify. And I think it's very important. Why would you trust if someone is sending you a proof if you can use zkVerify and verify it at a low cost, right? So there are people who are sending fraudulent proofs. There are many things on the internet. Stay safe, guys. We have seen exploits around libraries that people are downloading, and we should be as safe as possible. So yeah, one of the things to stay safe on the internet is using zkVerify. You see, it's a solution that offers many things, full package. And now let's dive into architecture, right? Who would like to go into more deep? And if you would like to go into more deeper system, I have filmed some videos, tutorials on how do we work through every kind of system, like through all the details. But for now, what can I tell you? Because as someone who's also a teacher, I like to start with the bigger picture and then with the details. So first of all, you need to identify what a car is, how does it look like, and what's it used for. And then you can tell, like, okay, you can be taught how to drive it. And then if you're really interested and really into it, then you can become a mechanic. So, my task is usually to teach you how to drive it and to give you a ZK driver license. in a way to produce proofs and verify them. But if you're so interested and you want to find a lot more about the architecture, the deep dive of how every crate looks like, then, we even have bounties for that. If you want to create, if you want to contribute and create new verifiers and find about more in details, there are even example verifier crates that you can see, and abstract ones that you can see and say like, okay, I need to implement all of the above so that my crate is valuable and can be used by zkVerify and implemented. So yeah, let's try driving it, right? So first of all, you need to be able to generate a proof. So we are not a proof generation system. So we need you to bring the proofs. Usually, it's if you're coming from Aztec system or you're coming from Risk Zero, usually you will find tutorials on how to produce proofs there. If not, we always have examples on our docs.zkverify.io where you can pick up and try producing proofs on your own. So yeah, now you have generated the proof. It consists of usually of 3 parts, and you can send it to us. So you can find this as as zkVerify. Shell of zkVerify. It's much more complicated, guys, from the inside than it looks outside. Yeah, you send us proofs, we verify them. That's cool. But from the inside, it's verifying, is storing proofs, and it's sending proof receipts to different chains. For example, we have our smart contract deployed on Ethereum's Polia, and in the end, let's say you want to verify your zk proof and you want to query it on Ethereum because you are tied to the ecosystem of Ethereum, and it's perfectly fine, and that's why we have all of these smart contracts deployed elsewhere. So you would go and query that smart contract. We actually have extrinsics, as we call them, or methods that you can call and check and get a receipt from a smart contract deployed on your network of choice. So that's a really great thing to have, because there's a way you just send your proof, you will get an answer if it's verified or not. You can also query it through our systems and explorers, but the good thing is you can come back to your own ecosystem of choice and stay there while you have sent us proofs and we have verified them. So it's a good way to outsource your zk proofs verification while still staying in your ecosystem. So yeah, but inside of zkVerify, it's a system that's caring that your money is the costs are kept low, that aggregation is aggregation cost is segregated between among proofs that people are sending. So that's how you have a fraction of a cost of verification, because we're aggregating them and sending them on other chains. And also we have for every proof, the proof type that you're sending, we have different different palettes. So for example, risk0, SP1, Plonky2, etc. And we're taking care that first of all, it's optimistic verification passed, so that we do not. So it's kind of a dry run in a way, so that you are not paying the full price of running the whole verification if it's going to fail and something is wrong with the proof. So yeah, it's we have taken care. I mean, our engineering team, our product team has taken really good care to make sure that that cost and the overall efficiency of time and money is well respected. And that's why this is one of my very favorite zero-knowledge verification projects, and that's why I'm part of it, right? Yeah, so now, sure, I will take some questions if you guys have. Tomorrow we have planned to go through an exercise for a verification of zero-knowledge proofs. So that's something I expect to be online workshop, and yeah, we will. Yeah, we can use actually Relayer to do it. It's one of our products where it's Horizon Labs actually, Horizon Labs product actually, where you can use only your API call to send us proofs, and you don't even need to have a wallet. It's, you know, things that are accelerating in zk world, and it's this is also making a bridge between Web 2 and Web 3 effortlessly. So, you know, we're cooking exciting things. So yeah, guys, do you have any kind of questions for me? What can I cover for you? What we want to see tomorrow? What would be exciting? Yes, Chidupan?
Okay, good afternoon. I want
Yeah.
to ask, okay, zkVerify has something to do with layer one blockchain. So I want to know what part of blockchain does it solve, especially when it comes to scaling? Because I thought that zk has something to do with layer two.
So if I understood the question well, you asked if we have to do something with layer 2 or we're working with layer 1 only.
Yes.
Okay, so we are L1. We are L1. So currently we can deploy on L2 as well. That's why we are. You can do aggregation on base, which is L2. You can do aggregation on Horizon, which is L3. So yeah, we're working with different layers. It's not much of a big deal where we're going to send our aggregation, as long as we have a bridge to it.
All right. Thank you.
No worries. Let's see. Questions in writing. Do you support proof verification on StarkNet right now? Unfortunately, we do not have anything with StarkNet right now, as in sending verification to StarkNet, if that's something you are referring to. Why some systems are more secure than others? I think, first of all, for a system to be secure, it falls on people. So it's usually the culture that people have that is people are usually responsible and made it's made sure to take care of their security. So it's usually something that's cultural. But yeah, okay, why are elliptic curves such a great idea? I keep hearing people talk about it, but don't have an intuitive understanding why. Yeah, oh, okay. So elliptic curves is a great idea because of the math that is behind it, and yeah, the fields that elliptic curves are using. So think of it that it's difficult to say. If I say it's 1 o'clock, it's difficult for you to say if it's 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. and you cannot be sure, right? So it's let's say it would be like one of the examples why how elliptic curves work. It's it needs more math explanations. We would need to go into field theory, number theory, and to actually draw all the elliptics to see it. Okay, I want another thing. I want to check if I have a valid license within a list of licenses. I must create a zkP for each license to be verified, right? I'm not sure what kind of license, but you can create zero knowledge proof based on a list of licenses as well, as long as you have all the public inputs. Yeah, regarding to come back around Starknet, yeah, we do not have a proof verification being, to be more precise, we do not have proof verification sent aggregated on Starknet. I will send you here which contract addresses you can work with, which are supported networks. But yeah, we do support something that is Stark proof, like risk zero is here, right? So yeah, we can verify Starks if it's something you are asking. Okay, another question. How easy is it for non-zk DApps to enter a zkVerify into an existing DApp, like a zk rollup on Ethereum? Wait, if you created a zk rollup on Ethereum, how come are you non-zk dev? It's you should be able to work with zero knowledge proofs by then, right? So I would say it would be like straight, no bumps on the road for you if you were able to create a zk rollup on Ethereum. This is going to be very easy for you. I will share getting started page with you guys. So from connecting a wallet, I think this will be quite useful. So this is getting started and connect the wallet page. where we start from connecting a wallet through generating proofs and actually verifying them. So Sifan, this is a link for you and everyone else who is interested. What criteria should be considered before choosing the zkP protocol to use? First of all, do you actually need it? I would say that should be a first criteria. Do you actually need zero-knowledge proofs? If you pass that, I would say, you know, what if you think like which type of zero-knowledge proofs are you looking for? You have based on technical stance, you can find quantum proofs, quantum proof, zero-knowledge proofs, and non-quantum proofs. So you can find Starks and Snarks, right? And I would say use that protocol which is supporting you the most when it comes to the developer tools, developer community that they have, the DevRel engineers as well. But yeah, if you see very detailed documentation such as ours, I need to say we have really detailed documentation, then you would say and you would know that the people in that company, the DevRels, and of course engineers, they're paying a lot of attention to developer experience. So in a nutshell, I would go wherever there is good developer experience, and they're using zero-knowledge proof of my choice. Okay, question. To enter the nightclub, the guard verifies the ID. If the person is of legal age, he enters. How would you implement this use case using zero-knowledge proof? Yeah, this is a great question. Thank you, Rocio. So yeah, we can do it now with Open Passport or Now on Own Self. We can verify that. And also zk Passport. There are like solutions like that where they can use your passport to create zero-knowledge proof that it is you and that you are of certain age. And then like you can always verify it. So you know you will you're not just showing the proof, but also the verification of it. Is it risky or safer to have a protocol without trusted setup like Bulletproof? Trusted setups are a great thing, but you know there is always a risk. So you know people are trying to move away from them. So I would say that if you can choose, then trusted setup is maybe something that's maybe not your first choice, because wherever you need to trust something, right, then it becomes a liability. So I'm not against it. There are a lot of examples where we're using trusted setup still. And it's still great, but yeah, people are trying to move away from it. For someone who wants to become zk dev, what path do you recommend? That's so easy. zk path, right? Yeah. Well, for me, I would say it's I would, try, looking at zero-knowledge proofs from a way of usage. So let's say, that usually people are trying to dive deep into maths, and by, I don't know, third lecture, they say like, I'm out of this. It's too complicated. I don't want to go that deep into it. But let's say, whoever has kids and you have boys, they're trying to play with cars, right? So they're like, being introduced to small toy cars, and then that's how they develop the interest for cars, right? So I would say, play a bit with something that it's a cloud system. Let's say start with zkRapl.dev, where you can produce a proof, and you can always verify it with zkVerify. We have tutorials on this, and once you see it, it's not that petrifying. It's not a thing that you said like, oh, I'm so afraid of this, I don't know what to do. Because usually when people see all the math behind zk, they're so petrified, and people give up. And like, I don't want you to give up. I want you to be set up for a success. So I would say, try producing zk proofs, try using them, try verifying them, try playing with them before you get into more serious waters. Is it necessary to have a deep understanding? Rocio, you have the best questions. I love it. Thank you so much for it. It's getting into really deep territory, and I think everyone is benefiting from hearing them. Is it necessary to have a deep understanding of mathematics and cryptography to be a zk dev? Okay, so it's now we're like getting into a territory what zk dev is. So usually what people are thinking about when they say zero knowledge proof developer or a zero knowledge proof engineer is someone who is working on zero knowledge proofs. That meaning they are working on all parts of zero knowledge proofs, but not developing apps around them. So it's more of an infrastructure and cryptography part. So if you want to work within zk proofs, then yes, you would need mathematics and cryptography and a very deep understanding of those if you want to work on protocols like these. Let's say like Binius, for example. But if you want to be a developer of zk apps, then I wouldn't say that you would necessarily need that type of deep understanding. But you would need to have a bigger picture and some details, but not, you wouldn't need to know how many bytes you need in a curve in order to support something, and how efficient something is, and like, how more efficiently can you make some elliptic curve. I would leave that to cryptographers and mathematicians and zero knowledge proof engineers. But yeah, zk engineers, they should work on that part, and you can always ask them for guidance. But as consultants to your app or your project. But in order to develop everything around it and to use it, I don't think you would need that kind of deep understanding. But of course, you will need to know how to work with them, what are the parts of zero knowledge proofs, what are private inputs, public inputs, all of these things, because you can actually expose a lot and not use it to the fullest, or maybe not even as securely if you're unsure what you're doing. Is there any zk protocol or one that implements zk that you really like? Something I could use as an example. Yeah, sure. So far we have seen zk in the usage of zero knowledge rollups, and that's where the expansion of zk has come into And to light, we have seen Scroll, zkSync, Tycho, also Polygon was working on it, and a lot of things were powered by zero-knowledge proofs in terms of cutting the costs and proving that a batch of transactions are valid, so they can be posted on back from L2 back to L1. So I wouldn't say that having cost cutting is my favorite property of zero-knowledge proofs, even though it helps a lot. But I would say it's more about the privacy thing that I care about, because it's so unique, right? So yeah, I would say that any project that is proving your identity without your data being all over the place is something I would emphasize and tell, like, hey, guys, this is something what we like, or let's say proof of your votes somewhere, and no one can change it. You have Macy for that. You can vote using Semaphore as well. And yeah, that's something that's also great. With identity, you have zk Passport, you have Self, and yeah. So I would say that concealing the very private and personal data is my favorite my favorite part, and my favorite part of zk, that's for sure. Yeah. Resist the best, no doubt. Yeah. Question. So yeah, the privacy part of zk is actually my favorite property. Yeah. As a DevRel and a human, how do you stay motivated and not let the frustration of this ever-evolving technology get you down? zk can be intimidating. I would say you need to be a bit, a bit special to say so, and you need to like challenges and not so calm seas. So you need to be in love with the challenge of both technology and life that's coming towards you. So let's say that you need to be a bit adventurous, that's for sure, because we are not working in I don't know, in finances, where a lot of things do not change during the time, or I don't know, economy, where laws are as old as ages. So yeah, it's quite difficult to catch up with everything. I can tell you that, sometimes I'm just like, oh my God, there is another zk paper that I did not read. And yeah, like we have a lot of production, and it's really good. But then like I'm like at the same time I'm cheering for it, and at the same time I'm a bit sad because I cannot stay on top of everything, because we all have a life, right? And yeah, I'm also, what I see is artificial intelligence is helping a lot to production of new new papers. People can go through a lot of research much easier. I'm using it as well for a summary of some papers that I do not have time to go through every nuance and detail that might be important. But yeah, it's at the same time I'm like so excited, but like at the same time I'm a bit, yeah, it's I'm having a bit of this part of the frustration. So it comes back to me. But then I'm just like telling to myself, hey, I'm just a human. There is only 24 hours in my day. There are things that I cannot delegate as verification zk proofs. Like I cannot delegate someone reading papers instead of me. So, you know, I think with time I have come to the place where it's just like I accepted it. It's not going to be better. It's the things are just accelerating. So if I'm being frustrated at it now, it's just going to be worse for me. So I just accepted it. I cannot be on top of everything. What does it take to become a good zk developer? Is it better maths understanding? Yeah, and I would say yes and no, depending on what we're defining as a zk dev. If you are applying, if you are using zero knowledge proofs within your application, I wouldn't say that necessarily maths are going to make you better. But rather, you know, knowing ecosystems and knowing what can you do with zero knowledge proofs is going to make you somewhat better developer. But if you want to develop zero knowledge proofs and work on consensuses, mechanisms, verifiers, then yeah, I would say better maths understanding, that is for sure. Cryptography, all of it, absolutely.
Okay, do we have any other further questions for Milica? Okay, have we taken all the questions in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Perfect. Okay, then I guess we can cut this session short today. What is the best way to reach you if people have any questions? How can we contact you?
Yeah, sure. This is my Twitter. So I usually post it there. Yeah, for getting slides after the class, I will share zkVerify. I will share this slide with you momentarily. So it's Twitter. What we have also, you can reach us through Telegram. There is Zero Knowledge zkVerify Builders Group. So I will paste it here too. You can always reach out. This is the handle. I think it's t.me/zkVerify dev. It should be this one. Check. Yeah, that's it. The last one is correct one. So yeah, it's Twitter, Telegram. Let me send you also my LinkedIn, that you can reach out to me there too. So yeah, I'm like, I'm everywhere. That's also a trade when you are a DevRel. You need to be on top of every social network. You have to switch tabs constantly.
Yeah, that's a skill you need for Web3, I think, to just switch between all the channels.
Yeah.
Ongoing basis. Yeah, I know. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. Yeah, I really appreciate having you here. And of course, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to Milica, and we'll see you tomorrow, guys. and drop by our Telegram and Discord channel if you want to continue the conversation. You have questions, feel free to learn from each other. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Anu, for inviting me, and thank you, zkMonk. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.